Hi there, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin' here with another video tutorial for you guys today. And today we're going to be using the stamp set Little Twinkle, and it is a suite in our catalog. It's on page 82 and 83. It does coordinate with this punch right here, and it comes as a bundle price, but we're not going to be using this today. Now I did use it on this card right here for these little stars that I punched out. Then this one I didn't put stars and put a little extra ribbon on here. So the suite has a couple different items that goes in it, and it is these ribbons which we'll be using, and of course the DSP called Twinkle Twinkle. This is some sweet paper, you guys. It's baby-like. It's pastels and very pretty. Okay, and what I created was a card with a little tag inside right here on the front. So this says, "A star is born," and then, "Congratulations, your world just got a little brighter." All right, so that's what we're going to make today. And we're going to use, now this one's got some of the star paper on here, and then the one we're using today is just some dots on there. Okay. All right, so we're going to be using one of our new colors, Petal Pink, for our card base. And then we're actually going to be using gray granite instead of the seafoam green for our mat and our pocket holder. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, get this out, the scoreboard out, and we're going to do a little scoring. And it's really quick, you guys. It's not a whole lot. Now, this is cut at, no, not this one, sorry. This one is cut at 3 by 4. And on the long side, you're only going to score it in one place, and you're going to score it at the 1/4 inch mark. And then you're going to turn it around on the short side, which is 3 inches, and you're going to score at 1/4 inch. Whoops. And at the 2 3/4. Very thin lines, okay? And that's all you're going to do. That's all the scoring we need. Now, before we actually burnish the lines, I'm going to use our, I think this is called, oh, I can't remember. It'll be on the blog post, I'm sorry. I can't remember what that's called. I want to say Cloud Punch, but that's not it. So right here on the top of this little pocket, I used it to cut out, to kind of cut it below. I didn't want just a straight edge, okay? So you're gonna take this, and I'm gonna turn it around like this and try to measure it as best I can. And how I'm gonna do is line these lines up with these score lines, and I'm gonna use that as my guide to make sure I'm kind of even. And I'm gonna go down just a little bit, kind of about halfway in between this punch. And these two sides actually line up with your cardstock, so that's a good way to measure it. Okay. All right. You can always save this for something later or throw it away. Now we're going to burnish our lines. And let's see which way I want to go. This way. I'm trying to think which would be better. So I'm going to burnish this side. These are like really tiny to fold over and burnish. Okay. And then we're going to take, and we're just going to snip out our corners right here. And because this is going to be behind, facing the card, and you're not going to see it, we're going to cut these at an angle. And I'm going to just go right through here and cut it off like that, where the point down here at the bottom. Okay. You don't want to cut above that point. You want to cut it below. So let me bring it up here. So we're going to cut from here to here, but don't go above this line. See if I can do this backwards like that, okay? And then up here, we're gonna cut as well, because when you close this, see how you can see this on the sides here? Why does this side look bigger? So we're gonna trim this down, and I'm just gonna start at the point up here and kind of go at an angle like that. Okay, there we go. All right. Now we are going to get out our silicone sheet and our tearing tape, and we're going to run aside. And the reason why, I'll show you why we're going to need this silicone sheet, because this is a little bit wider than the actual sides. And then I'm going to use my bone folder, kind of burnish it a little bit on there. It helps me take it off, and use my pokey tool. Okay. I'm gonna take this off. All right, and since this is a little bit longer, you can see the tape hangs over, just take your finger and roll up back on the side that you want where the rest of your adhesive is. You don't want to roll on the opposite side because it won't work. It'll stick to your card in there, your little card that you're gonna put in there. Okay. Now we're gonna leave this right here for a second, and we're gonna get our ribbons, and I am gonna use all three for this particular one. I'm gonna use the Pool Party in silver. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is really pretty. And then this is our Petal Pink in silver, and then just regular silver. Okay, so I'm gonna take all three of them at the same time. This one, just trim that off. And we're gonna get enough to go around the sides like this. So we want enough to kind of go behind the tag holder. I'm not sure what you want to call this. I'm going to let it sit against the glue. The adhesive sit there, but don't stick to my hand. Okay, just enough right there. I'm going to trim some of this off. I don't need that much. I won't be bulky. And I just want that to lay. And so that way when I fold it over like that, these will stick on the back of the card. Okay, so that is good. And then we're going to take and we're going to make, or go ahead and make a bow. There we go. I don't want a big bow. We'll use, maybe we can use that for something later. Okay. There we go. And then we'll just trim this off. Right about there. I'll need a glue dot to put that, to attach it to that. Stick it on there. And then we'll just kind of stick it right there. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? So we're going to take our Petal Pink, which is cut 11 by 4 1/4, and I'm just going to fold it in half. You can score it at 5 1/2 and then burnish your top up here, crease, but I just fold it in half. And then this gray granite is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and we're just going to put some adhesive on that, and then some adhesive on our DSP. This side is pretty cute too. I need to figure out what I can do with that. I think I have something in my head, but I don't know how it's going to turn out. So we'll put this one on here. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and put this, like our tag holder. So I'm just going to roll it around like this on all three sides. And I'm going to stick it down. And I'm going to start from the bottom. And I want it about kind of centered in the middle. Okay, so we'll put this one down here, and then just make sure it's as even as you can get it, because that tear and tape always will hold and it won't come back up. All right, so this part's ready. So we'll put this to the side. For the tag, this is cut at 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. And we're gonna get out our sentiment that says, congratulations. Oh, let's see. It was written in the stars. I think we'll do that one. And then we'll do, inside we can use the other one. I want to do something just a little bit different. So, and actually this time I'm going to use Seafoam Green as my sentiment color. Okay, that's better. And then we're going to take our little stars in here. We're going to use that to stamp with. And we're actually going to use both the Petal Pink and the Seafoam Green. And I'm just going to stamp a couple stars. Okay. Okay. And then, nope. And then like that. And maybe a little bit here on the side. So it kind of goes like, makes like a little curve right there. All right, and then we're going to put up our soft Seafoam Green. Yeah, we're gonna put up our soft Seafoam Green. I was trying to think what color I wanted to do the star. And then we're gonna use our star right here. Okay, that's better. Okay, so this is better. I just had to tap it just really lightly. This pad is, these ink pads, these new ink pads that we got are, some of them are very juicy. And it will kind of, when the sentiment is kind of tight like this, it does make it look a little run together. So I just wanted to stamp it a couple times. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this out so it'll be easier for me to trim. Now there's not a punch for this, but since it's straight lines, you can just take your scissors, your paper snips, and you can pretty much just cut the straight lines. Okay? And if it's not perfect, don't worry, because remember, the card is homemade. All right, that's good. All right, so now we're going to take this little star right here. We're going to take one of our dimensionals. And we're going to put on the back of it. I think I only just put one. Yeah, just need one. Or you can put a couple of the mini dimensionals. Just need one. I put it right there in the middle. And then before we put our tag in there, we're actually going to, this is our new trio punch. And it's got a quarter rounder, a decorative piece, and then this actually is for ribbon, like a ribbon hole punch. We're actually going to use the corner rounder first, and we're going to round our edges. Just want to make sure it's in there straight. Okay. And sometimes when I don't hear it pop like that, I don't think it's done. And then we're actually going to use the ribbon punch too as well, and I'm just going to stick it in there as straight as possible. Okay, made a little, there you go. And we're going to take our ribbons again. I don't think I can use this one. Let's see. This one that we trimmed earlier. No. Well, let's see if it'll work. I might fight it a little bit. I might be fighting. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. I'm going to use my, you know what? I'm going to use my scoring tool and see if I can get all of those in there. Let's go. There we go. Let's see if we can get, well, we didn't get the blue in there. Okay, we got the blue. Now let's see if we can be frugal and stick these two there. You know, like the frugal crafter. All right. That's not gonna work. Okay, I had to cut 3 more strips because that just was not, that was just too tiny. So we're gonna take all 3 of them again and stick them through these holes here. Come on. Petal pink, there we go. And we're gonna get all 3 of our ribbons here. You guys, I'm so sorry. I know sometimes my videos run a little long and I try to make them short, but I'm just not a fast crafter. I'm just not. I guess I don't know. And for one thing, I talk too much in these videos. Maybe I don't. I just like talking. Okay, there we go. So put your little card in here and it fits right in there. Snug as a bug. Now I'm gonna trim this. You don't want it too tall that's above the card, okay? You can kind of fan it out if you want. I just love that. And I love the colors on this one too. I love how the gray granite goes with that for a little girl. I'll have all the measurements and details on a blog post with the link down below. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day. Bye.